thought that the poor should take care of themselves. During the winter, he used only one lump of coal a day to heat his office. His poor clerk, Bob Cratchit, had to keep a coat on all day to stay warm.
Ew. He's gross.
Danny.
I'm watching the
Dan.
Oh.
On Christmas Eve, Scrooge was just as mean and angry as ever. "Good night, sir," said Cratchit, as he was leaving, "and Merry Christmas." "Bah, humbug," said Scrooge. "What good is Christmas? It's a time when people do deeds for one another," said Cratchit. "They help the sick and the poor. They treat each other kindly the way they should all year long." "Bah," said Scrooge. "I suppose you want the day off tomorrow." "It's only once a year," Cratchit said. "We'll come in early the next day," Scrooge groaned.
You joined the chicken dance?
I know what but still.
Wait, I didn't get to see.
What is it?
Wait, I can't see.
Okay, just keep going.
That night, Scrooge was awakened by a terrible clanking noise. Suddenly, the ghost of his old partner, Jacob Marley, walked right through the wall. The ghost dragged thick, heavy chains. "Ah, ass!" screamed Scrooge. Marley moaned. "These chains are made from all the bad deeds I did when I was alive. Now I must carry them forever." Marley told Scrooge that 3 spirits will visit him that night. "Listen to them, or you will have chains too," and the ghost disappeared.
In the movie, his arm wraps his jaw and it goes like down to here.
At
So
midnight, the first spirit came. "I am the ghost of Christmas past," it said. "Come with me, Scrooge." The spirit took Scrooge back in time to the boarding school where his father had sent him when Scrooge was a boy. His father had not allowed him to come home even on Christmas. Scrooge watched himself as a boy in the school and cried when he remembered how lonely he had been. Next, the spirit took Scrooge to his first job as a clerk at Mr. Fezziwig's. Scrooge could see himself as a young man dancing at Mr. Fezziwig's Christmas party. He smiled as he remembered how good Mr. Fezziwig had been to him, then frowned to think how badly he treated Cratchit. Then Scrooge saw himself with the young woman he had loved. She was sadly saying, "I can't marry you, Ebenezer. You love money more than you love me." "Spirit, what a fool I was," old Scrooge cried out. Suddenly he was home again, sitting in his own bed.
Which page? Did you read that?
Yeah. When the clock struck 1 o'clock, the second spirit arrived. "I am the ghost of Christmas present," it said. The spirit took Scrooge to Bob Cratchit's humble home. Scrooge saw that Bob's child, Tiny Tim, was crippled and ill, yet the boy was so sweet and cheerful. The Cratchit's Christmas dinner was only a small goose, but oh, how merry they were. After dinner, Cratchit made his Christmas toast to Mr. Scrooge. Long life to him. Then Tiny Tim cried, "Bless us all." Scrooge bowed his head in shame. When he looked up, he was at home again. See how it is colored?
Chloe's like, boring.
Bong, bong,
That
when
was
the
you
clock.
read the story,
When the
please.
clock. Then came the spirit that Scrooge feared the most, the ghost of Christmas yet to come. This spirit would show him things that were going to happen in the future. Scrooge didn't think he wanted to see those things. The spirit took him to Bob Cratchit's home again. This time the family's not married, and Scrooge saw why. Little Tiny Tim's chair was empty. Oh, Spirit Scrooge whispered, please tell me Tiny Tim will live. But the spirit was silent. Oh, sorry.
I'm coming in for a seat.
Then the spirit took Scrooge to the bank where Scrooge made his business deals. The businessman were talking about someone who had just died. Who will get his money? asked one. I don't know, said another. He had no family or friends. Are you going to the funeral? asked the first. Only if there is a lunch, laughed the second.
Who's second?
Spirit. That could be
No,
me.
none of
Those
your
people
water
are
out.
talking about Scrooge said.
I see. Can you
Then the
scroll
silent spirit pointed its finger to
I'll
something
see.
behind
Melon.
Scrooge. When
Leave her
Scrooge
alone.
turned, he saw a tombstone, and on it was the name Ebenezer Scrooge. It is me, Scrooge cried. I was such a mean man. Spirit, tell me it is not too late. Scrooge grabbed the spirit's robe. I can change. Give me a second chance. Scrooge suddenly found himself in his own bed. It was morning.
Mm-mm.
I'm alive, Scrooge cried. He ran to the window and called to a boy in the street. What day it is, my fine boy? Christmas Day, the boy answered. Oh, thank God, spirits. I haven't missed it, Scrooge said to himself. He tossed a coin to the boy. Run, tell the butcher to send his prize turkey to Bob Cratchit's house. Scrooge giggled and danced around his bedroom. Cratchit won't know who sent the turkey. He'll never guess it was me. Oh, what fun I'm having. What a wonderful Christmas.
Is that end?
Nope.
The next day, Scrooge was waiting for Cratchit when he came into work. What do you mean coming in so late, said Scrooge. It won't happen again, sir, I promise, said Cratchit timidly. I won't have it, shouted Scrooge. I'm going to raise your salary, ha ha ha. Oh, ha ha ha. Poor Cratchit had never seen Scrooge laugh. He thought his boss had gone mad.
Put her down. She's
Don't
eating
be
her
afraid,
bone.
Bob,
This is
Scrooge
good.
said. I'm a changed man. I'm going to help you and your wonderful family.
No, you're in it. No!
Leave her alone.
Is that done?
I don't know. No.
Last page.
From then on, Scrooge was a good boss. He became like an uncle to Tiny Tim. Because of Scrooge's help, Tim got well and was no longer lame. Scrooge even helped the poor. Everyone said he had a Christmas spirit all year long.
My face is quick.
Yay, bro!
Hello!